Hello and thanks for tuning in for another edition of Hoops Talk. I'm your host, Mike DuPont. Today is Thursday, February 13th. Thanks for tuning in. However you might be following along, feel free to check the description and the comments below for additional links to other outlets should you feel so interested. As always, let's just dive right in. Dallas Mavericks beat the Sacramento Kings 130-111 behind a big night from Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic working together. Luka Doncic in his return. We did talk about that yesterday on Hoops Talk. Luka Doncic expecting to return to the Mavericks last night. Kristaps Porzingis comes back with 27 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. A full night for Kristaps. We'll have some more from him in a second. Luka Doncic bounced back his first game. A big game from Luka, 33 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists in Luka's return. Kristaps Porzingis spoke to the media afterwards, and he did say that he and Luka are getting used, they're growing more and more accustomed to playing with each other, finding each other in their hot zones. Luka's getting more and more accustomed to finding Kristaps in his hot zones, allowing him to work. He specifically cited the mid-range area as a hot zone for Kristaps, and mentioned that Luka is getting more accustomed to finding him in that area, and they're starting to click together. So you can expect to see more and more performances like this as we continue to move forward. Worth noting, the Dallas Mavericks currently have the highest offensive rating in the league right now. The Dallas Mavericks do have number 2, the Los Angeles Lakers. We'll touch on them in a second. We do want to revisit our Midseason awards. Yesterday we touched on the most improved player. Today we're gonna issue our nominee for Coach of the Year. Historically, because last year's Coach of the Year was Mike Budenholzer, and if you look at the top of the standings right now, the Bucks are at the top. It would be easy to make a case for Budenholzer to repeat as Coach of the Year, but that would be the sucker way out, in my opinion, because we did that yesterday for Pascal Siakam, making a case for him. We didn't give it to him, we gave it to Brandon Ingram, but we did make a case. If you go look back through the records, coaches have not won Coach of the Year, that award, in consecutive years. Not Phil Jackson, not Don Nelson, not Mike Budenholzer. He's already got 2 Coach of the Year awards. And whoever you want to go and look at, not Steve Kerr. And with that in mind, I would like to issue a case for my nominee for Coach of the Year. And we'll throw up a few stats first, kind of like we did yesterday. The 2018-2019 Los Angeles Lakers finished 37-45. They were 10th in the Western Conference under Luke Walton. This year, the 2019-2020 Lakers they're currently 41-12. They're first place in the Western Conference under head coach Frank Vogel. They have the second best offensive rating, but we mentioned behind only the Dallas Mavericks. They have the 5th best defensive rating. Right now, the Los Angeles Lakers are clicking, they're healthy, and they seem to be in rhythm. And that's very, very dangerous. And it's very, very hard for me to argue against Frank Vogel for this year's Coach of the Year. When you look at their offensive rating, their defensive rating, and you look at the turnaround that they made from last season to this season. Now, I will acknowledge that they did add Anthony Davis, and that makes a huge difference. When you can go out and get Anthony Davis in the offseason, you're going to see a big jump. But with that in mind, tell that to the New Orleans Pelicans, because they weren't able to put it together. For Coach of the Year this year, I would go with Frank Vogel. I'd love to hear from you. Maybe you disagree with me, and I'd love to know why. Maybe you feel that the Bucks coach, that Mike Budenholzer, is deserving of his 3rd Coach of the Year. This is All-Star related. The NBA did announce that Jennifer Hudson will perform a special tribute on All-Star Weekend on Sunday to Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and the other 7 victims of the helicopter crash that took place in Southern California, that took the lives of 9 total people in Southern California. The tribute is expected to take place just before player introductions on Sunday night. Sunday's halftime show will include performances from DJ Khaled, Quavo, Lil Wayne, and Chance the Rapper, some other names that are going to highlight the halftime show. But first, we will see a special tribute from Jennifer Hudson. As always, we appreciate you for tuning in. We look forward to being with you tomorrow. Enjoy your time with your family, enjoy your time with yourself, and most importantly, be blessed.